Welcome to 1000 Why Questions. Here we dig into everyday mysteries you've always wondered about. Why do we hit snooze on alarms? Every morning, millions of Americans fight the same battle. Get up or grab 9 more minutes. That little button feels comforting, almost like free time. But what's really happening in our bodies and brains when we keep pressing snooze? Let's find out. The snooze button wasn't always part of morning life. It appeared in the 1950s when alarm clocks became common in U.S. homes. Before then, people woke to roosters, church bells, or even factory whistles. In Europe, knocker-uppers tapped on windows to wake workers. Snooze was invented as convenience but became culture. Pressing snooze feels harmless, but scientists say it tricks your body. Sleep runs in 90-minute cycles. When you doze back off, your brain tries to restart that cycle. But snooze cuts it short, leaving you groggy instead of refreshed. That's why the extra rest feels empty and fake. Scientists call this sleep inertia. It's like your brain is stuck in quicksand. The harder you try to wake up, the heavier your body feels. Imagine sitting still for 9 innings of baseball, then suddenly sprinting. Your muscles lag behind. Snooze forces your brain to fight against itself. Our circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock, plays a huge role. It tells us when to sleep, when to wake, even when to feel hungry. If your alarm interrupts the low-energy part of this rhythm, snoozing feels almost impossible to resist. It's biology, not weakness or laziness. Normally, your body releases cortisol in the morning to give you energy. But when the alarm blasts early, that process gets cut short. Snooze interrupts your chemistry, leaving you unprepared. It's like jumping into an ice-cold pool. You shock your system instead of letting it adjust gradually. Ever wonder why snooze is always 9 minutes? In the 1950s, engineers couldn't design gears that allowed a perfect 10, so 9 minutes became the default. A small mechanical limitation turned into a global standard, shaping how billions of people wake up every single day. Snoozing feels like a treat, but it backfires. Those short bursts of extra sleep are fragmented and low quality. Instead of feeling energized, you feel sluggish. It's like grabbing crumbs from a cookie bag. You never get the full cookie, just unsatisfying pieces that don't really help. Experts compare snoozing to hitting pause on a movie every few minutes. You never get fully into the story. Your brain is jolted, never resting deeply or waking fully. That constant stop and start traps you in limbo, half asleep, half awake, and fully frustrated. Here's the problem. Your brain adapts. The more often you snooze, the less urgent alarms feel. Over time, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Your brain ignores the signal. Instead of waking fast, you expect another 9 minutes, making mornings harder, not easier. Snoozing also messes with your heart rate. Normally, your heart speeds up gradually before waking. But alarms, and especially repeated snoozes, force sudden spikes. That's like revving a car engine every few minutes without driving. Over time, this puts extra stress on your cardiovascular system. Your brain's chemistry also suffers. Snooze interrupts the balance of serotonin and melatonin, the hormones that regulate sleep and mood. That's why many snoozers feel cranky or foggy in the morning. Instead of starting fresh, your brain begins the day chemically confused. Studies show snoozers actually report feeling more tired during the day. The repeated interruptions reduce total deep sleep, and the quality of rest matters more than the number of minutes. It's like running 3 miles but stopping every block. You never find a rhythm. Snoozing doesn't just affect mornings, it shapes the whole day. Sleep inertia can last up to 4 hours, meaning you may feel groggy well into lunchtime. That's why some people rely on strong coffee to mask the effect, though caffeine only covers the symptoms, not the cause. Some researchers say snoozing is more common in younger people. College students and young professionals often push bedtime late, then rely on snooze to cope. Older adults with steadier routines hit snooze less. Snoozing reflects lifestyle and age as much as sleep biology. Culture also plays a role. In the U.S., with busy schedules and late-night screen time, snoozing is common. But in countries with afternoon siestas, people often wake earlier and nap later, reducing snooze use. How we structure our day influences how we handle mornings. Technology has made snoozing even easier. With smartphones, you can set multiple alarms and swipe them away without opening your eyes. That convenience fuels the habit. Instead of forcing us up, technology often enables us to stretch mornings longer than ever. Work culture matters too. In America, many jobs start early, requiring alarms before natural wake times. That mismatch between biology and schedule makes snooze tempting. If work began later, fewer people might need alarms at all. Our clocks fight our work demands. Some psychologists believe snoozing is about control. The alarm is an external demand, but snooze gives you a choice. Those 9 minutes feel like stolen time, your little rebellion before facing the world. It's less about sleep, more about power over your morning. But the reward is short-lived. Studies show snoozing doesn't increase total rest. It actually decreases morning productivity and mood. The stolen minutes feel good, but they often steal energy from the rest of your day, leaving you dragging behind instead of moving forward. Chronic snoozing can even confuse your sleep patterns. Your brain starts expecting interruptions, lowering the overall quality of deep sleep. That's why people who snooze a lot often say, "I slept 8 hours but still feel tired." Quantity without quality isn't true rest. There's also a mental cost. Snoozing delays responsibility. Each tap pushes off the day's tasks, adding guilt. Instead of starting with momentum, you start with hesitation. Psychologists say this small decision shapes your mindset, training your brain to procrastinate from the very first moment of the day. On the flip side, not everyone snoozes. Morning people, with body clocks tuned earlier, often wake before alarms. They skip snooze entirely, but night owls wired to sleep late struggle most. Whether you snooze often depends on your chronotype, your natural sleep preference. Snoozing isn't always bad. For some, it provides a mental cushion, time to wake gradually. Experts call this sleep transition. If it's intentional and brief, snoozing may reduce stress. The danger comes when it turns into a routine that disrupts real rest. Scientists are even testing smart alarms that wake you during lighter sleep, not deep stages. These devices track movement or heart rate to find the right moment. Instead of jarring buzzers, you rise gently. Technology may help us ditch snooze altogether by syncing with natural rhythms. Another strategy is consistency. Going to bed and waking up at the same time, even on weekends, reduces snooze dependence. Your body learns the rhythm. Think of it like baseball practice. Repeat the same swing enough and it becomes second nature. Light exposure is another powerful tool. Getting sunlight soon after waking signals your brain to stop producing melatonin. This resets your clock and makes snoozing less tempting. It's like flipping a natural on switch for your body and mood. Moving your alarm away from the bed is a classic trick. If you have to stand up to turn it off, you're less likely to crawl back in. It's like putting your running shoes at the door. You remove excuses by making action the easiest choice. Building a better bedtime routine may be the ultimate fix. Avoiding caffeine late, limiting screens, and winding down with calm activities all improve sleep quality. When you sleep better, you need snooze less. Good nights are the secret to better mornings. So why do we hit snooze on alarms? It's biology, psychology, culture, and habit all wrapped into 9 tempting minutes. Snooze feels like control, but often steals energy instead of giving it. With smarter routines, we can beat the snooze and start mornings stronger. We hope you enjoyed this episode of 1000 Why Questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support the channel. Got a thought or your own why question? Comment below. And if you want more,